Hello again, Keith Logie back with another episode of the Engineering Tech Tree. In the last video, sorry, I'm just refilling my cigarette. In the last video, we went ahead and did a couple flights. We got into orbit. Or no, we almost made it to orbit. We got a ship on a suborbital trajectory and we was able to bring it back. First flight of this video, we are going to try and get to orbit. I also grabbed some other stuff, such as haul Mercury parachute into orbit at Kerbin, and we need to haul a decoupler. We don't even have to detach it, so that's nice. So, let's start by designing something. Oh, wait, let's get upgrades first. Because we do still have 80 science in that last flight. And do we have anything in here? No. Shoot. So, we have a little bit of options. Technology has unresearched prerequisites. Okay. I don't know what we should get. Get actuators, but we don't really need those right now. Robotics. Science. Oh, and I also switched from USI life support to TAC life support because it has more options to it, such as oxygen and food and more waste resources. And it's a more smaller system because USI, the only size is those one size for all levels, while this one has different layers or different sizes and also radial tanks. I don't know what to get. Strap-on boosters. Those aren't. Oh, they're decouplers. Advanced rocketry. Those are just tiny ones. Okay, we'll go for that. So that's going to give us more rocket parts. And no boosters. That sucks. But it'll give us a nice little selection of rocket engines. Might as well go for the antennas because we're probably also going to go ahead and that. We're also going to need to English, can I speak it? Set up a satellite network. We'll do that in this video also. And we got some more research points. Bring this up to 70.75. And shoot. We'll bring that up by 0.5. So we're gonna warp till the end of all these upgrades. So we have those upgrades done. So we get some more parts now. We're still only going to be sending up probe cores because we currently don't have a good viable. Actually, we don't even have. Is that Alt-I? Yeah. Interstellar. Is that just brought up with that? Yeah, it is. Since we don't have a viable pod except for that pod, but to use it we need to expand it, but we can't expand it because there's no ability in here. So we need to bring up the Mercury parachute, which should be enough to bring this down safely. And we have so many science experiments now. I already took a barometer up, so we're just going to put temperature gauges on this for now. And we need at least one of these. Does this count as an antenna? No, it does not. So what is it? Dual technique. I think that's just. I think that can still extend, but we'll leave it like that. And then, oh, we don't have any ablators. So we then want, what is the decoupler we have to take up with us? It's the TR1V. TR1V, TR1V. Do we not have it? We should. Flow fuel breaker. Yeah, we should have the TR1V. Separator. Is it named something else? Oh. Wait, no, they should be in here. That's strange. Let's look through everything else, see if there's anything I missed. Okay, it's not in here. Throw this on here, though. Yeah, I don't understand. There should be a TR1V. So this TR... Ah, there it is. I just must be blind. So there's that. Now, you don't need something that big, or is that the most powerful engine we have? Yeah, we'll use that engine. Then we need another TR1V. Then go ahead and throw one of these on with... Did I include stage recovery in this install? Give me 1 second. I'll actually double check that real quick. Because I want to make sure I have it, maybe? No, it doesn't look like I actually have stage recovery. So, we'll be losing these stages. It would be nice to have stage recovery, but it's no real loss. So we have that. That doesn't have enough thrust in it. 65, 50, 210. Okay, so this should be able to get us to orbit, actually. Does it have gimbal? It has gimbal. So what we're going to do is we'll throw 4 of those on. So yeah, we should be good to get into orbit. This will probably be the next thing the thing I use to get us our satellites up after this launch. Orbiter. Save and... Should I simulate? It's the constant struggle. Should I simulate or should I not? Fairing nose cone. Yeah, I'm not going to simulate. This should be fine. I don't really see any issues with it. All the weight's in the back. We should be fine. But we're flying at night. I don't want to have to deal with that. No, that didn't bring it around. Hey, what's that doing out there? Cover. Just a little money. Okay. So, since we don't have any, anything... Oof. Oh, wait, I think I know what's wrong with this craft. Yep. Every damn time. Now, we want to... How do I go about this? I forgot batteries. Without batteries, this thing will not have enough charge to get to orbit. Orbiter, edit. We just need a little bit of battery charge. Which won't be too hard. And we're going to put that on the last stage, because we don't want to end up with the last stage having no power. Do we have any other batteries than that one? Okay, let's try something different. So those, They come with one monopropellant that uses 10.80 an hour. This flight is probably going to be nowhere near an hour. But just to be safe, we will throw on 2 little radial tanks with more than enough monopropellant for, I'd say a few hours. Save edits. Yeah, that should have enough monopropellant for a couple hours. Now, let's roll that out. And it seems like we're going to be doing a little bit of an evening launch. Can't see yet. Actually, no. It's right. It should be right above us. Okay. So let's start fuel cell. Still. There we go. These things must not generate a ton of power. So we have liftoff now. Nice little bit of gimbal also. We're gonna just tilt over just a little bit. We seem to be using a lot more fuel. No, we should be fine. So we need to carry the decoupler up here for quite some time. Well, not very long, but we just need to get up to 660 before we reach 66, which I don't think should be too hard. We should have enough range on this reflectron for quite some time. We still have half a tank of fuel also. Once we hit about 15k, I'm just gonna do full-on thrust, and we're gonna tilt over right about now. Does seem like we have enough control over our control with those wings. Okay, let's tilt over even more. Get ourselves. What is our orbit like? We're up to 44. Empty this tank completely. We should be up to our required height. But I forgot to do thermometer stuff. Let's rip that right off. Then once we get outside of the atmosphere, we're going to go ahead and get the next area of are we already at a monopropellant? No, we should be fine. We get an atmosphere? No. Are you guys not on? Fuel cell output cap. I don't understand why we're not getting. There we go. 12. So we just need to wait till we get up to a good height. Yeah, there we go. We're getting power again. So that's 23k for us. Okay, so this thing will be getting to orbit, no problem. We're well on our way to that. How much do we weigh actually? 1.61 tons. I just need to get it before that falls behind the planet, which could be very soon. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Perfect. We are probably going to have to come back around the planet to be able to land properly. Because if we don't, then we're going to end up in a bad situation. And we actually had quite a bit of time left before we were going to get out of connection. We're at a nice, kind of stable orbit. For the satellites, we're going to have to get up to an orbit of, I forget what geosynchronous orbit is. We'll have to look into that. Do we got connection again? Decent, we do. So, we now need to turn over. We have a bit of fuel left. There we go. Do a quick save. Now. Oh, wait. Ooh, this is going to be hard to get back to orbit. Okay, so what we're going to do is arm parachute. Because right now we don't have the option to do that for us. If we're lucky, the arming of the parachute means it will do it automatically. If we're unlucky, then... And I forgot to do the magnometer or boom. This tank and that should take the brunt of the heat, I hope. Probably won't not actually, because we are coming down way too fast. And the parachute's destroyed, because the parachute is stupid. So, we're going to have to put up satellites now. Because this isn't going to work. Now, I don't know why that decided to go so early. No connection to send command on. Because if it just waited, like, to about here, it would have been fine. But no, it decided to... It's the settings I set up for, I'm guessing. Next flights, I'm going to make sure to keep an eye on that. If we're lucky, this thing will be able to take the brunt of the damage, but I highly doubt it will, because it is going at 100 meters per second. Hey, the tank survived! Okay, so, back to Space Center. So we made it to orbit. We got a bit more research done. Did we finish all the contracts? We did, so that's a nice little bonus, meaning we don't have to worry about having screwed up. Kiwi engine splashed down. Like, some of these are just stupid. Like, why would I want to check? We'll take the Hall one. And we'll take that one. Simple ones to do. Okay. We're just going to pull all the U off. U off, and U off. And we're going to put 4 of these on. Pull that off. You don't need this Mercury. We do need the Gemini, even though this isn't going to be coming back. And then the Mercury Mini. Okay. Now, we are also going to need antennae. So with the remote tech, we require connection back to the KSC, and the further out you get, the more issues you have with not being able to connect. We have 2 options for antenna. Directional antenna, which have a farther range but have to be aimed at targets. And each of them have a certain cone length, or cone angle. So this one here has a 50 million meters connection, so it's like, what is this, 3 million? So that's, oh shoot. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. But I know this one can't reach very far. This one possibly can reach the edge of the system. What's the difference between these two? Aries. Yeah, they're both the exact same thing. I think high dynamic pressure. Yeah, we don't have really many antennas at the moment. Like, we have this one, but it's only 20 million. But it has a good cone angle. The reflectron, which is the one we're going to need on this craft to be able... Oh, there's already one on here. We're going to need that to be able to directionalize ourselves. Yeah, the first few are just going to have this on it, because that's really all we need right now. The other ones, once we're going to put like 4 of these into orbit quickly. The ones after this we're going to put into further out orbit and have directionalized antenna. Each one's going to have 3 antenna. One will point back KSC, one will point at the next probe in the, I'm going to do a 4 quadrant. We'll point at, say, 1 will point at 2, 2 will point at 3, 3 will point at 4, and 4 will point at 1. And then all 4 of those will then, or the third one will all point at the active craft. So it will have quite a bit of coverage. Even better, I could go ahead and do... I could do 4 antenna. How much are these each? Yeah, I might just do 4 antenna. Point 1 at 2, 2 at 1, or no, 1 at 2 and 1 at 4 and 2, 2 at 1 and 4. You get the idea. But let's launch our first satellite. Actually, I'd like to launch multiple. Well, no, the problem with that is I have to do multiple. Let's actually see. How much fuel can I get in this thing? Yeah, I can get quite a bit of fuel in this, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to do 1 for now. And we'll wait for times when orbits are able to come in contact with this. Build. Exit. And we have more than enough contracts to pay for this thing. Because it's only like 8K for this. And we have, I think, $50,000 of contracts right now. And I'm going to rename that as soon as I get to the launch pad. It'll be Satellite, or Omni Satellite 1. Rename. Omni Sat 1. And we're just going to thrust straight up till we get to about 150 meters per second. Slow ourselves down. We're going to drop over to, I believe that's 70. This is probably the first craft where I've actually had, in a while, where I've had issues with it falling over very easily. So we'll keep it like this for a little bit. We got that one done, so that's paid for this craft. Now we just have to get suborbital to get rid of that other contract, and that will have paid for this craft, the next craft, and the next craft after that. And then with the science we get, we're going to go ahead and get our first man command pods to get the thermometers, because I want to have to deal with it losing contact again. So we are up to 14K. We're going to drop down to mid-range, get ourselves up to about 600, and then drop it down speed-wise again. Which one is the... Slow ourselves down again, because we don't want to waste too much of our efficiency with fighting against the atmosphere. Now, if we're lucky, yeah, I think we should be lucky enough to get the same thing we had last time. Oh, come on. And we're there. Okay. Speed this up so we get to orbit quicker. We still have a ton of electric charge, which will be a lot better once we activate these freaking wait, are we... I'm stupid. I'm going the wrong direction. I should be rotating or flying the other way to get it so we can yeah, we're gonna have to start flying the other direction, because right now the planet's rotating west or west to east, not east to west, which I'm flying east to west. Okay. Now we're gonna activate that omnidirectional. Comms are idle. Okay, we don't have really a lot of time to finick around with this, but I don't want to have to deal with it going too far out now. Okay. We're gonna quick save real quick, and then we're gonna deactivate. We still have a connection. Deactivate. So this is active now. Comms are idle, activated. So we now have this being able to communicate, but we're gonna have to wait for this to get to orbit each or above the space center each time we use it. That's an empty can. So that's the first one done, and we made quite a bit of cash. So we don't have to worry about this flight being a negative. We're probably just going to launch a couple of those over and over and over again until we get a nice little spread out of them. Small container. Oh, there's a lot more stuff now that I included all the TAC life support instead. Best thing about it, Umber Space Industries actually supports TAC life support, so I don't have to worry about not being able to use it. So let's see. Advanced exploration. We're gonna go. We don't. Oh no, we do have enough for that. What is Mercury launch escape system? Bub's beer. Engine decoupler. So we'll research that. And we got another upgrade point. So we're gonna put that into part count limit exceeded. Okay. So we don't have enough part count. So we're gonna grab that. And that actually. Science data. Equatorial orbit. We'll grab that also, because we're going to need to do that anyway, and that's quite a bit of cash. So we need to do a new one. Oh yeah, I didn't finish the research, so we're not going to be able to fly. Launchpad reconditioning, and that's done. So we just need to build a craft that can carry a Kerbal into space. So we have two options. We can use the PI modulus, which has 34k. Ooh. Why does it have a supply of carbon dioxide right off the bat? No, it doesn't. Okay, let's see. Food and water. Is propellant? I don't understand that. That one is a blader. Okay, so we're going to use the other one, because we can come back at full speed with that. Return from orbit of Kerbin. Now we need parachutes. We're going to go hog wild and go for the big one, because I don't want to end up screwing shit up. And then you're going to want... Hey, I got an idea also. Okay, we're not going to use those parachutes then. We're going to use the Mercury parachutes because they're smaller. But the idea I have... Satellite decoupler. We're going to go ahead and put... No. We need a nice little tiny engine. Do we have any monopropellant engines there? Crap. Okay, so what we're going to do... Put that on there. And then... I don't like how it does that, but okay. Nice little that on there. And... everything grows right. This should have no problem, but... I've only had bad interactions with these. Okay, we're gonna choose a different tank because I don't like how that's working. External RCS tank. And maybe I can connect these to the sides of the external. Yes, I can. Decent. And then on top of that, we're gonna go ahead and put battery with. Whoa, too big. Too friggin' big. Solar panel mini. That, and then another omnidirectional. Just need one. So there we go. There's our second satellite. It looks a little bit weird, but that's fine. Can still do the exact same purpose. Yeah, I don't understand why there's two of those. That on there. There we go. What do you run on? Liquid fuel and oxidizer. Tee. Move you up into the parachute stage. Separate that from that. Okay, those are just stupid on my part. What about you? Wait, no, let's check the ox. 290, 290. Yeah, those are terrible engines. So we'll throw. That's just beyond ridiculous. Just a ton of extra weight for no reason. Okay, why is there no good engines? Except for the one I just threw on. We have a threat race to... Yeah, that one's good enough. throw that on. No, we don't need something that heavy. That on. And then you with you. But that weighs a lot more, so that's not going to work. What about that? 491. Okay, do we have any side decouplers? I thought I had something like that by now. Okay, so that, throw on these, along with, not that, not that, and okay, so no, those engines suck. Those are too big. Okay, weird. Which, yeah, you have a worse thrust away. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw another layer of those on. And then bring that down. So that gives us a fair bit of fuel. And do we have the piping yet? No, we do not. Okay, that should be enough for this. We'll go ahead and throw wings on that. Okay, so we are set up. And where is that decoupler? There it is. Okay. Do we have solar panels? Yeah, we do have solar panels. This has enough electric charge for... Come on. I wish you had different batteries already, but we don't. So we'll go ahead and just throw 2 more on here, just to be safe. Do we have any more science experiments that we can do? Oh yeah, magnetometer. It's gonna look a little bit weird. Okay. First flight. 15 days of build time. Save, launch, build, part limit. Okay, we're just gonna upgrade the VAB now, because that's just gonna get annoying very quickly. Upgrades. Tech. $17 science at it, decent. And we are at daytime. Almost nighttime now. Launch. Yeah, Jebediah is going into space. I should really check. Ah, screw it. Okay. Ready, Jeb? Why are you so close to the camera? Okay, we're gonna log temperature. Crew report. We should be fine with this. This will also give us our second satellite, which will actually be rotating the wrong or different way than the first one, which kind of sucks. Well, no, I can do a western. I'm going to do a westernly flight, just for consistency's sake. And as always, Jeb is happy as a clam. No matter what happens, he's always happy. And we don't have to worry about connection issues with this flight because of the fact that Jeb's in it. There's also the ability, in the later game, you can set up mobile commands. It depends on certain parts and the amount of people you have in that building. But it'll allow you to, instead of having to worry about having the time delay that happens with having probes, you then can instead have shit, what's the word I'm thinking of? You can have a local command center that will lower the time down a fair bit, but it requires Kerbals to be along there. For a plant that's hard to get back from and you don't want to lose all your Kerbals because of the fact they run out of life support, Eve would be a good option to use it on. Okay. Let's slow down a bit. We're in the upper atmosphere also now, so we can log that experiment. What one do we already get so far? I don't know why I took 2 magnetometers, because I can only do 1 right now. Because oh no, when I land back down I can use it. So this is coming up nicely. That's the satellite it wants us to bring into. Oof. It's gonna be rough. And you're gonna stop at 100. Decent. We're at 100 orbit now. Whoops. You have a fair bit of electric charge, but I am also going to extend those solar panels if I can. Oh no, we're good. Now we get to the high point of our orbit. And we should actually have enough fuel to just do it with this stage alone. I guess this command pod doesn't actually have any reaction wheel, which sucks. Okay. 91 by 106. I just want to bring this over. No, I'm at the wrong point. I want to bring the orbit over a bit. Just so it's not all janked. $94, 102. It's good enough. So, we have that satellite's panels out. So what we're going to do now is decouple it. I think we have control over it. Oh, shoot. I thought we didn't actually have control over it. Just because he's there. Thank goodness. If we didn't have control That would have sucked because I completely forgot about it. But it's not close enough for us to be able to still control it. I assume actually one of these has... Yeah, it has options. At least that's what I'm assuming. So now it's using that mono repellent. Now we need to do a science report. Log temperature 12 and 7. And then toggle. Now we want to ditch that stage so we're more maneuverable. Now break our speed, bring us back into the atmosphere. At the point where we're at the correct stage also. Return from orbit and science data. So we should be good. What do you mean no? Oh. Shoot, I thought we were screwed for a second there. So we actually have local control from this satellite to that satellite. It's actually no. Screw it. But yeah, I think there's a local control between these two satellites right now, meaning we can actually jump to that and be fine. But I'm not going to do that right now because that's dangerous, especially when we're in orbit or in the atmosphere. What is this world first? Speed record broken. Decent. Just turn it on nice and low. Just help us slow down a little bit faster and safer. And then once we land, we need to do a magnetometer and because we're not in a bad situation right now. Because this thing actually has an ablator, so we don't have to worry about it this burning up because it will automatically ablate itself. Meaning we're safe to land. We don't have any troubles right now. I prefer to do it sooner than later though, because we are coming on up along the dark side of the planet. I don't like landing on the dark side of the planet. It just equals out into problems. And now you can see the ablator is doing its job. Not very well because it's actually hitting that. I'm gonna roll with this. Keep those out of the airstream the best I can. And we're good. So we have now, we're gonna open up the parachutes because I don't know how close we are to ground right now. Pretty close actually, it seems. So the parachutes I think just went full. No, we're landing over water, so we're not that close to. Yeah, we're quite a bit away still. Shoot. But that's another flight done. And that will probably net us anywhere from 60 to 80 science. Not including the contracts that we just did. So we should be able to unlock a few more nodes. And sooner or later we are going to have to invest in upgrading the science facility. Because we are reaching the end of what we can access without upgrading. And once we do that, it means we're going to have better... means we'll have better access to more parts, and then we can start... Oh, there we go. We're actually on land. I thought we were in water. Log temperature 3.6. 2.3. Hatch is obstructed. Well, that sucks. Crew hatch. Yeah, it's obstructed. So, we came back from space. And we got a lot more money than I thought we were going to get from that one. But let's go ahead and recover and see what we got. And 119, way more than I thought. Well, actually pretty close to what I thought, but it compounded. So there's that, and that. An adjusted orbit of Kerbin. Yeah, I don't have enough fuel in it to do that, so I'm going to ignore that one. Yeah, we don't really have any other options right now. But, so that has been episode 2 of the Engineering Tech Tree. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike and a comment. I'd love to hear from you and know why you dislike the video. Maybe I can change it. If you want to see future updates by me, I update Monday to Friday and sometimes Saturday. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm Keith Loki, and you have a good night.